Thank
Can
you.
you say hi to Stephanie? It's my girlfriend.
Hi, Stephanie.
Thank you
You
so
should
much.
leave him.
I think it's weird that you don't show up in one of your best friend's 30th birthday party.
Has Blake Lively lost another dragon?
Selena Gomez, who is really good friends with Taylor Swift, had warned Taylor Swift about Blake Lively years ago, saying that you should not get close to her. The day before the gala event, he did not mention Blake once, but apparently he's in awe of her. Also, Daily.
Things are going to end with us.
I want to see you again.
Now you see me.
You know what I mean.
That's for sure, because the drama's left the red carpet and it's bubbling up in group chats. The ones we won't get to see anytime soon, unless someone else gets subpoenaed. The Blake Lively and Justin Baldoni saga continues, and on today's episode of Who's Still Friends, we're glancing at Gigi Hadid and Blake Lively.
Gigi, for you, what are you excited to experience tonight?
I'm just excited. I'm Blake's date, which is like the best night of my life. Sorry, Ryan, you can go.
Now, we might be studying a horse under a microscope at this point, but something does seem fishy. Gigi Hadid just turned 30, but Blake Lively, her good old buddy, was missing from the glittery birthday bash. So what's the boiling tea in this situation? Let's sip it slowly.
Happy birthday, Gigi.
Happy birthday!
Gigi Hadid blew out her 30th birthday candles on April 25th, 2025, surrounded by a crop of A-list celebs.
Happy birthday,
Bradley Cooper was at the scene, slowly becoming more of a boyfriend of the birthday girl with every passing day. Likewise, Anne Hathaway, Will Arnett, Emily Ratajkowski, and Taylor Swift dropped in quietly, probably in a code of NDA clauses if you get the drift. But judging from the title of this video and the myriad of controversies surrounding the star of It Ends With Us, you can guess who wasn't there. Yep, it's Blake. She's been a longtime Swiftie brunch buddy and the resident Gossip Girl alum.
Has Blake Lively lost another dragon? Gigi Hadid appears to have ditched Blake Lively amid all of this Justin Baldoni legal drama. So Gigi just celebrated her big 30th birthday bash with Taylor Swift, Anne Hathaway, Bella Hadid, but notably absent was Blake Lively. Her A-list Hollywood friends like Gigi Hadid and Taylor Swift are taking some distance from her, understandably so.
Shut makes matters even fishier. There was no happy birthday comment, not even a cake emoji. What we did get was radio silence. Now, you might be thinking, maybe Blake was busy. She's going through her own set of problems. After all, she opened Pandora's box with the whole $400 million Justin Baldoni lawsuit. But let's take a step back and put things into perspective. Are you with us? The night before Gigi's birthday, Blake strutted at the Time 100 Gala. A few days earlier, she was showboating at her A Simple Favor sequel premiere, and she didn't seem out of place. Blake had her heels on, makeup done, she was practically camera ready anytime, any place. But no invite to Gigi's B-Day? That seems less like a scheduling conflict and more like a scheduling statement if you ask us.
Can you say hi to Stephanie? It's my girlfriend.
Hi, Stephanie.
Thank you
You
so
should
much.
leave him.
So, where was Blake on Gigi's birthday? Apparently, she went to Wales with Reynolds to attend a football match. And if you know Reynolds, he goes alone and the fans caught on to this. Just goes to show that Blake really wants all eyes on her, even if she isn't the center of attention. And her Instagram post on the whole Wrexham AFC victory seemed a bit too enthusiastic if you ask us. Now, this sounds real petty, but guess what? It is petty. That's the reality of Hollywood. It runs on pettiness, like Tesla's run on lithium, the rapidly draining and fire hazard kind. But the juice keeps spilling. Word on the street or in the DMs is that Blake's absence was more than just a missed invite. That's where former entertainment reporter Kirsty Flaw of Flawsome Talk had some beans to spill.
I think it's weird that you don't show up in one of your best friend's 30th birthday party.
But we haven't gotten word from the horse's mouth, Gigi's in this case, but Fola claims that Gigi might have snubbed Blake because of her ongoing legal troubles with Justin Baldoni. We already know Taylor Swift got mixed up in the whole debacle and got subpoenaed. Flay basically hinted that Bradley Cooper and Gigi Hadid decided to ditch Blake's Evie just to avoid getting called into court. I mean, with that 168-page Baldoni document out in the wild, things don't look so good for Blake. Hypothetically, Gigi could testify in court, and things could take a turn for the worse between her and Blake, and fans seem to be on the same page. Yet Blake won't be getting any invites from Taylor Swift anytime soon either, and Gigi will surely take her seat. There goes one of the dragons.
Yeah, so why wasn't she at that birthday party? I think Gigi Hadid does not want to be seen at all with her friend Blake Lively or her ex-friend, best friend's 30th birthday. It's 30. That's a big number. So, yeah. not a good friend. Also, another celebrity coming out against Blake.
Just think about it for a sec. If you assume Gigi is saving her neck, you're not wrong. But if you think there's a slight possibility Taylor Swift might have softly scrubbed Blake off the guest list like an accidental Insta-tag, you're not wrong there either. Word on the streets, or tweets, is that Taylor Swift told her friends to keep a comfortable distance from Blake Lively, probably until the heat dies down, which seems unlikely considering how things are turning out for her in court. Still, Taylor is Taylor. If she tells people to jump, they don't ask how high. They just unfollow you mid-jump. With that said, let's talk about the lawsuit for a split second. As we all know, Blake is suing Justin Baldoni for defamation and emotional distress. Justin's countersuit claims that Blake had been pressuring him. How, you might ask? Well, with Taylor Swift's music no less. Blake allegedly threatened to pull Taylor's tracks from the film if Justin didn't make some creative changes, which is outrageous if it turns out to be true. But think about it for a second. Imagine using Taylor's song All Too Well as your personal legal battering ram. That's less creative differences and more reputation management with a side of Spotify. But if you thought things couldn't get worse, they're getting downright absurd. Turns out Justin Baldoni is going all-out legal war at this point. He's dragging everyone into the mess. Taylor Swift, Hugh Jackman, even Marvel Studios. Reynolds reportedly added a character to Deadpool and Wolverine called Nice Pool. Yep, an obvious jab at Justin Baldoni. Not so subtle.
Sorry about that. Come here, girl. Who are you? Oh, I'm Deadpool. And I guess you're Deadpool too. But in here, everybody calls me Nice Pool.
Marvel's all about making box office hits and selling merch, and out of the blue, they're getting subpoenaed because Ryan Reynolds decided to snub Baldoni in a superhero suit. And if you find it hard to believe that Nice Pool was just a Baldoni pun, guess how the script goes?
Oh my goodness, wait till you see Lady Pool. She is gorgeous. She just had a baby too, and can't even tell. I don't think you're supposed to say that. That's okay. I identify as a feminist. Right.
Ryan seems a bit oblivious to the whole situation, judging from his social media presence. He's still following Travis Kelce despite the lively Swift fallout, so either he's not glued to his phone, or he's just bad at keeping up with digital drama. As for Kelce, he unfollowed Blake and Ryan, and Blake returned the favor.
Now, Travis Kelce, Taylor's boyfriend, he's unfollowed Ryan Reynolds, who's married to Taylor's bestie, if you can follow all that. He's unfollowed him on Instagram, and there seems to be a feud of sorts happening between these two. Taylor Swift and Blake Lively are apparently fallen out, not BFFs as they were, and
it seems childish, but that's how things are in the big 2025. Unfollowing someone online is the equivalent of slamming a door in their face. To be fair, this whole drama is downright childish. If you think about it, the whole situation just goes to show how fragile and shallow Hollywood friendships can really be. It's brand partnerships with drinks and brunch. And if things slightly go south, say there's a speck of reputational risk, you're getting cold shoulders, thrown under the bus, and dustier than Blake's red carpet wave. Taylor's a mastermind when it comes to playing 4D chess and controlling narratives.
I'm not the kid. Come on.
She redirects like a hurricane headed for her reputation, and all it took was a whisper in Gigi's ear. At least, that's what the evidence points to. But let's be honest here and look at things in retrospect. Taylor's done this before. She's no stranger to strategically avoiding controversy that crosses her path, but the speed at which she disowned her godchildren's mother broke the sound barrier. The aesthetic used to be cozy, positive squad goals. Now it's just plausible, deniability, and deleted messages. We don't know if we should feel sorry for Blake or not. She was once a Swiftie bestie, and now she's trying to keep her reputation afloat. The lawsuits, Marvel drama, and party RSVPs disappearing into thin air. Guess Hollywood isn't what it's made out to be. Think of it as a house of cards, built on brand deals and follow-backs. While the whole $400 million Blake versus Baldoni lawsuit situation is crazy, that might not be the real scandal. It's not about who's suing whom or who's showing up where. The real scandal is these so-called friendships that disappear once you've got no more to give. Blake Lively was a big industry celeb, but these days, you're only as relevant as your last invite, or your last +1. Blake's burning bridges, whether she's trying to or not. Will she make it out of this lawsuit and recover her reputation? She's already headed to court, so a public apology seems out of the question. Is this the end of Blake Lively? How do you think the Blake Lively situation is going to pan out? Will she somehow recover from the rabbit hole she's dug herself into, or is she headed for a not-so-pleasant wonderland? Let us know your thoughts in the comments below.